Hey guys, welcome back to the Network Podcast, and today we got a crazy clip. It's powered by the Gender War Studios. Today I got my homegirl Root coming in, and we're going to be talking about this viral clip about a woman paying over $3,000 a month to freeze in her NYC apartment from hell. This is going to be crazy. It's your boy STACKPACK, the Media General Pack Gang CEO, and we're back on the Network Podcast where we chop this shit up. Today we're reacting to a viral clip that's got the whole internet heated. A mother in New York City says she's paying over $3,000 a month in an apartment and it's freezing inside. And I'm talking about visible breath. Kids bundled up indoors, cold walls, no proper heat, $3,000 fucking dollars. We're gonna be getting into this clip very shortly. Let's go.
I'm about to call up Diamond. No, if you ops linking up, I'm like, what in the? If you scared, then just say that. Enough is enough. They was just in my DMs. Ain't no trust in these. I'm about to call up Diamond. No, if you buck, I'm like, ooh, child, cool down, too hot, too wild, move clear, new style. How you with me, girl? Give me one shot and I'm raising the glass. Give me 2 shots and I'm shaking this. Give me 3 shots and I'm ready to 5, 4 shots, I be ready to splash. Give it to me so I gotta pop it. I'm standing on business, I'm ready about it. Be talking, I be big in their pocket. Girl, tell me about it. I'm litty, I'm pretty, I'm running the city.
Y'all know what it is on the network, man. Welcome back to the show. We always going in on the goddamn network. And today we got an NYC mom saying that she's freezing inside of this apartment. Freezing. I couldn't have met. Are you freezing inside this apartment? She's saying she can visibly see her motherfucking breath. Let's get into these clips. Let's see where we at with it. Let's go.
Fucking slumlord, y'all. This room belongs to my youngest 2 daughters. And at this point, it's so cold in here that I could see the smoke coming out of my mouth while I'm talking. And the landlord is still getting rent. Well, I guess it's time to crank up the space heaters and plug in the hot water, because, listen, at the end of the day, as a mom, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's fucking cold in here. At the end of the day, the purpose of this video is to bring awareness as to what goes on living in New York City. They give us these subsidies that are supposed to help us, quote unquote, pay the rent. And the landlords take the money a lot of the times, and they don't provide the things that they're supposed to provide, like heat, hot water, a refrigerator, even a stove. And nothing ever really happens. Even after reporting to 311, even after reporting to HPD, nothing happens. So I need the community, because I know I'm not alone, to band together, tag the mayor, tag the news company, tag whoever. Because there's no reason why when I wake up in the morning after you get your $3,000 in rent, I don't have heat. This has been going on now for about 2 weeks. And honestly, I'm over it. Even with plugging in space heaters, I can't get it warm enough in here. Even with boiling the water on the stove, I can't get it warm enough in here. And at the end of the day, I should not have to use the stove or the oven and risk carbon monoxide poisoning and all of those type of... I should not have to go through that. And I know I'm not alone. So anybody else in New York City that's out here cold with me, please tag yourself, tag your story. Tag everybody, tag anybody, anyone who you think can help at this point, because now I'm reaching out to the community.
Sheesh. Now, do y'all understand what's going on in the community? Do y'all get what's happening now? She's sick and tired of the shit just not getting nowhere. Nobody helping her out. She is tired of this shit, right? I'm tired of it too. I feel like this shit is unacceptable, right? $3,000, let's talk about it. First off, $3,000 a month is not struggle rent. That's premium pricing, and that's luxury listing. But there's modern appliances, there's amenities, there's money. So we're wondering about paying that kind of bread, and your kids are sleeping in coats. That's unacceptable. I think it's charging too much. The heat is not optional, and that's like not a bonus feature. That's a basic living condition, especially in New York winters. But I got my homegirl Root in here as well. How do you feel about the clip that you heard, Root? Because I think it's insane to be living like this. Over to you.
What it do? I think insanity is an understatement. There's literally breath, like you can see her breath as she's talking. You can hear that she's frustrated. You can hear she's tired. Her house looks like she keeps it very well kept from what I can see. So I mean, doesn't seem like she's a disgruntled tenant. I don't see what the problem is for her to have to deal with that and other people who live in New York. It's insane. It's sad. I've been in a similar situation, so I can understand how frustrating it can be.
Exactly, Root. And then what makes it worse is she's saying that management hasn't fixed anything. Now, hold on. We got to look at all this from angles, right? Because if this is accurate, that's a very serious problem, Root. And it's like heat is a basic requirement. There are housing laws for a reason, and you cannot have tenants freezing in an apartment they're paying premium rent for. And that's not a cosmetic issue. That is not this is the sink is leaking issue. This is a health risk, especially for the kids. If your landlord is collecting $3,000 monthly, you better be responding immediately. How do you feel about that, Root? Let's get to it.
$3K go crazy, okay? $3K, when I heard her say $3K, my eyes got so big. New York is already expensive as it is. You're paying all this money. Like you said, it's a health risk. Your children can get pneumonia. They can get colds. They can get the flu. Like, all the things I could think of. I can only imagine what it feels like in there. Like, I know it's under 20 degrees in the house. I know it is. I know it is.
Exactly.
I know they probably bundled up from head to toe.
And then they got scarves on, hats on, everything, Root. I couldn't believe it. It was kind of insane. But then let's zoom out then, Root, because why are people paying $3K for apartments that aren't even properly maintained? That's a bigger issue, Root. And the market is inflated, the demand is crazy, and people are overpaying just to secure a place. And the landlords know it. It's a supply and demand on steroids. But here's the real question, Root. At what point do we stop normalizing these prices? Because $3,000 a month in most parts of the country gets you mortgage, a yard, space, stability. But in New York, you might get a 1-bedroom and nothing else, right? So when do we stop normalizing these prices, Root? Let's get to it.
And that's the real problem. That's the real problem. I don't know, where do we start? I don't even know where to start. $3,000, I'm pretty sure she's maybe in a 2, maybe 3 bedrooms, probably 1 or 2 bathrooms. It's not the biggest space. New York will make a corner an apartment. We've seen it on TV. It's like a corner to a whole apartment style. So no, I don't know. I never know where to start. Do we just stop paying rent? Is that the solution to everything? Just stop paying?
Exactly.
That's crazy. We're in different kids. If she stopped paying her rent, let's be honest. If she stopped paying her rent right now, her ass will be out by 7 days with all her shit and her kids, and no one would have anything to say. They wouldn't get mad at the landlord for not fixing. Like, she should refuse rent. Fuck that. She should refuse rent.
Exactly. Now let's talk about her situation as a mother, Root. If you're raising kids in that environment, the pressure hits different. It's different pressure. You're already juggling bills, groceries, school, life, and now you got to fight that cold in the home. That frustration must be very real, Root. That's when people go online, and that's when things go viral, because sometimes that social media is the only way people can feel heard. Do you agree?
Absolutely. There's power in numbers. I feel like her bringing that to social media, I'm hoping this, our situation talking about it, the podcast, and other people seeing it viral actually makes a difference for her and others, because there has to be, where do these people, they get on landlords like this? We're code enforcement. Where are the local people that are supposed to be stepping in and saying, this is insane, because this is bad. If her children freeze or, get frostbites or anything happens, they're going to look at her as a mother
Exactly.
and say, what did you do to fix this? But what are they doing to fix it? Because she's paying her rent. She's providing a home. She's providing everything she needs as a parent. And the one thing that they're supposed to do is supply a safe home that meets code that they have. And it's failing the biggest one, heating and cooling.
Exactly. But let me say this, Root. Going viral puts pressure on management fast. When a clip hits the internet, thousands of people are tagging people in it. They're tagging housing authorities. And now suddenly repairs start to move quicker. Now, that's the power of exposure in 2026. But the downside is you also live to expose your living situation, your kids, your vulnerability. And that's a trade-off. Real talk, Root, I think the situation speaks to something bigger. Housing affordability crisis, corporate landlords, accountability, and the cost of living in the city. I think $3,000 should, it's over D, it's OD. And if you're paying that premium amount, you deserve premium living conditions, period. Now, I want to wrap this up. I want to talk about, what y'all think. Is the landlord neglection? Are people getting neglected from the landlords? Is this reality in NYC living? And are we just watching another example of a broken housing system? I want you guys to drop your thoughts. We done had a fire episode with Root. And this is why we have these conversations, because I know viral clips tell deeper stories. I know it's your boy STACKPACK, and you're locked into the network podcast powered by the Gender War Studios, and we break this shit down. We don't just react. Root, is there any more final words you want to give the audience before we start to roll out of here?
All I want to say is, first, of course, thank you, STACKPACK, for having me. Let's hope that lady gets the help that she needs, and other people who are dealing with that, especially when you have children involved. I'm a mother myself, so I understand. So I wish her the best. My thoughts are with her. I'm sending the highest up in everything in the situation. But thank you again. I appreciate you. And y'all have a great day.
Make sure y'all have a good night. We will be back in ASAP. We'll be on Clubhouse. We'll be all over the place having these conversations, and even on TikTok with Root. Appreciate you for coming through. I will catch you guys next time on the network podcast. I am out of here. Let's go.